Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Formula Virtual Racing, attempt 3 of the Italian Grand Prix. As per always, I'm joined by Mr. Brennan, and we have started the stream a little bit early to let you see the grid, because we do have to set the grid ourselves due to the restart. We will get the grid going now. So on pole is Legend Rosenberg. Preston Brennan will start in second. It will be Aaron McFall, who isn't here. Oh, he is here. Never mind, I apologise. Who will be starting from third on the grid, followed by Jake Marsh in fourth. Welcome back to the live stream. We do apologise for the numerous delays. We will get these all sorted now. Jack Redmond will start in fifth. Good qualifying for him, despite an early run of poor form. Juan will start in sixth, binned his last lap in qualifying. Charlie Goodrick will start seventh for McLaren. Who knows? I'm sure Brendan, you'd be happy with another McLaren win, considering it was Ricciardo who won the last one. Brendan, of course, being our friendly neighbourhood Ricciardo fan.
2022 has to be better. We still win even when it's a bad season.
Yes, why not spread some Ricciardo propaganda while we're waiting in the lobby. It is Liam Redmond who starts 10th, followed by Luke Davis who starts in 11th. It is Yara Ghost who starts in 12th, followed by Bob Bune who starts in 13th. Louis starts 14th. I don't even have to adjust these ones, they're already in the place for me. Fan Dabby Dozy. It is then Sam Davis Day who starts in 15th, followed by Kyle Albert in 16th. Then it is Morgan Hitchings who starts in 17th. Bill Nowick will start in 18th. Enzo King will start 19th. And Adrian Hush will start in 20th. We apologise for the delay. The weather needs to just be changed to dry. We have a dry race here in Monza, meaning we'll get some interesting racing. The quick weather, there it is dry. We are ready to go here in Monza once again.
Monza, here we go. Usually you can have a bit of action in the first corner, and usually it's kind of going to be with white action with a long braking zone as you go from over 320, 330, even 340 kilometers an hour all the way down to maybe just below 100, and you're just trying to get through. As nearly everyone is readied up, apart from Bill Nowick, Aaron McFall, and Preston Brennan.
There we go, lads.
We're going.
We are going here in Monza. After a few lengthy delays, we're going now, and it does have all the hallmarks of a great race, and I sincerely hope it is. So, you all, it was worth the wait.
Oh, and setups.
Oh yeah.
Will I put a message in chat info?
No, it's okay. As I did it for you. Brendan, as we do ask every week, it's been a bit of a lengthy one to this one, but who will win the Italian Grand Prix?
Well, I don't really know. Obviously, you have Legend, who was on pole, but Preston had set that lap early on the session, so his raw pace should be very, very good. Then, let's see. There's a lot of contenders here actually today, so who knows? But the realistic bet will be on Legend or Preston to win, with maybe a little bit interchanging in the mid pack. So, would you have an opinion as to who will win?
Preston is my guess. I think he could take the double here in Italy. He's great pace. Unless, of course, he made a mistake in qualifying. That could happen again.
Yep, see, yeah, there is a mistake in there.
the tyres we are on, thankfully the top 10, all standing on the same one. Aaron is leading the formation lap for some reason. I think he thinks it's the race start. God only knows why.
Just doing Aaron things.
Yes, it is mediums for Adrian, Enzo, Bill Nowick, Kyle Albert and Loic Lennon. The rest all on the softs. It's not really a shuffled up grid. The front runners are at the front. The best of the rest, you could say, is Charlie Goodrick, and then Jack Redmond has stuck his car up there as well. So we are in for what could be a absolute belter of a race. Monza's always produced good races, so let's hope it produces another one. Preston is falling off the back at the front too in this formation lap. He's letting them extend it a little bit. Could that be mind games, or is this genuinely he's just falling off the back of them for no reason?
Well, obviously, you would have a little more tire time. Obviously, McLaren in P2.
Apologies, it's meant full of water, but Preston has just hit the wall on the formation lap.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter though. Well, McLaren.
It doesn't, but he still hit the wall.
Alright, no. Now, McLaren in P2 at Monza with a Dutchman in P1 and a Britishman P4.
I suppose you could say a half Britishman in P3. He is from Northern Ireland, he goes by Irish, but technically lives in the north, so that would be...
Yeah, it can... I don't really want it to work, but I suppose...
Oh, Preston! That was almost a spin! He is... Oh, he wouldn't do your heart rate well on this formation lap, that is for sure. Adrian Teisch will round up on the grid.
That's Ricardo for you.
So Brendan knows that Ricardo doesn't do well for your heart rate. I know from the Red Bull days he certainly doesn't, as Adrian deciding to do a little bit of Tokyo drifting on this formation lap. And there, oh no, he's into the wall at high speed.
Oh, well, that's a one way to...
More Beijing drifting than Tokyo. Really the best there.
Well, that's one way to spice up your Grand Prix before it even begins.
It is. He will not be getting the best launch. The man who does want the best launch. Legend Rosenberg on pole. Preston tucks into that slipstream. He was doing well. Of course, Juan Hernandez and Jake Marsh didn't even make it past the pit exit last season. Had a horrendous race. Thank you to the people who've tuned back in. We apologise for the delays. We are going now. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Monza. And we go racing in Italy. Legend has stalled. Legend has stalled. There's a McLaren already around. And Legend has stalled and he is down to 3rd spot. And Preston Brennan leads the Italian Grand Prix. Aaron McFall trying the outside. It's a bold move. He's looking for it. He's gone for it. It hasn't worked. Preston Brennan gets the exit heading to the Curva Grande. Charlie Goodrick is already down to 20th. There was 2 jump starts from Morgan Hitchings and Enzo King reacting off each other. Legend Rosenberg with that terrible start tucks into the slipstream of Aaron McFall. No move available as we head into the Della Roggia on lap 1. Very, very bad race start for Legend. Preston got a fantastic launch, and so did Aaron. There's a couple of cars battling there. That is the Williams around at the back. That is Adrian Teisch around at the back, and that is Juan already looking for an early move on Jake Marsh. They're both up a position. Apologies, Jake isn't up a position. Juan's up a position. Legend is going. Legend has been let through, I believe, by Aaron McFall. Aaron tucks back into the slipstream. He's not going to fight that one. Legend Rosenberg and Aaron going to work together to tackle the McLaren in front of Preston Brennan. Fantastic race start here in Monza.
Indeed. Some good action.
Oh, someone's gone at Ascari. It is Enzo King. Enzo King has had a horrendous race start, including a jump start and a spin at Ascari. He is down to last and planted there. Terrible race start for him. Legend Rosenberg looking for the early move, looking for the early race lead.
Oh, that's Adrian Teisch just having no front end grip there. Most certainly a trip to the pits. Yeah, and Enzo is in as well as Bill Nowick, Chanel Dark, and Sam Davisted.
Oh, here comes Juan Hernandez and Jake side by side through the Curva Grande. Juan Hernandez and Jake Marsh. Juan seems to have got the move, but Gifachero sends one on Jake Marsh. Oh, Jake bumping the Ferrari and gets around. You can't go over the curb there. Oh, that's a bit of a dangerous reset, but you can't go over the curb there. Gift Pachero will drop down the order. Jack Redmond is down 6 spots to 11th. He seems to be caught up with Charlie Goodrick on lap 1, but Preston has managed to keep the lead for a second lap here. He may be slipstreamed down towards turn 1 or down into the Della Roggia chicane due to the DRS, but his pace does look decent. The two Ferraris have swapped round. The Scuderia team, Yara Ghost of Liam Wiesman.
No.
Yeah, I think Jake is damaged. I believe Jake is damaged. He's very, very slow on the steering. We can't get a good look at the front wing. There we go. No, it's all intact. So unless he's just struggling there, but Kyle Albert is up 6 spots on a set of mediums. He is looking solid here. Is Ledger going to go for the race lead into turn number 1 and turn 2? Adrian is out. He has had a crash at the second chicane, the Della Roggia. No safety car yet. Legend not close enough into the Rettifilio. Junior gets a 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Luke Davis goes on Liam Redmond. Liam Redmond holds one in around the outside. This invites Kieran Spears into the mix here, but that's a great move from Luke Davis. Fantastic racing for the man who took his first podium, the 35th Formula Virtual Racing podium sitter in there, and that's Gift Pachero, who's gone on the run down to the Parabolica, I believe. Oh no, that's Bill Nowick. That's Bill Nowick. Was Bill Nowick. Preston has managed to hold on down to the Della Roggia. Jake must have had light damage. Certainly he has taken a trip into the pit lane. Brendan's want to run through the winners and losers very quickly.
Yep, we will go through them quickly enough. As Preston was the winner here, and so he's in the lead. Legend is down to P2, but he still has a chance to get back. And some big winners. Like
he's very close here. He could almost go for the move into the Parabolica. No, he backs off. It would have been a very dumb move there, but he will get some fantastic DRS, some fantastic slipstream, and most likely the race lead on the run down to the Rettifilio.
He's not even really going to have to use his ERS.
He's not even going to have to use it. Aaron McFall, surprisingly, sets the fastest lap at the Grand Prix, but here comes Legend in the Aston Martin to take the race lead. Preston, fantastically, has held this one.
No, but Legend didn't really brake as much as he could have.
No bravery on the brakes to go for the move. He seems satisfied in keeping this one, unless he wants to go for it into the Della Roggia. It wouldn't be the dumbest move in the world if he could take the race lead here. The outside for Legend. Preston defends the inside, keeps his car in a perfect spot, and Preston Brennan will keep the lead in Monza. Some great defending from the McLaren, although Legend wasn't using all of his talent there. Didn't strain himself.
Don't really think he needs to do that much, because he has over a race win of an advantage. So then...
Oh, that's Kyle. That is Kyle Albert into the wall. We have a virtual safety car.
Are we going to see some early pit stops?
That is a front wing completely destroyed. There is a lot of debris on the circuit.
That's going to remain a VSC though.
Yeah, we will remain a VSC. It will not be upgraded to a full course safety car. We are remaining under the virtual aspect. If you don't know what a virtual safety car is, where have you been for the last 4 years? But
we gotta gamble now. Let's look how close Aaron's now to Legend.
Morgan Hitchings has received a second drive-through of the day. He got
How did you get 2 in one day?
He got one for a jump start. He's got one for the restart. Legend's got a good restart. Is he going to go for the move? Preston keeps his McLaren in the middle of the track. It is good defending from the Husky Chocolate back-winged car. Legend probably a bit sexy in that sponsor by now. 5 laps he's been stuck behind it. He probably isn't fond of it too much. He was stuck behind it for a good time in Imola, the other Italian track on the calendar, formerly known as the San Marino Grand Prix. It isn't in San Marino, it's in Italy. It's like the Nürburgring used to be the Grand Prix of Luxembourg. Not in Luxembourg, it's in Germany. Jake Marsh has received a penalty. Kyle Albert is into the pits. He didn't even get a pit stop in under the virtual safety car. A lot of drivers still yet to pit, but the ones who have pitted have gone for a mixture of tyres. Jake Jr. have gone for the mediums. Enzo also for the mediums. And then Kyle Albert has gone with the softs, I believe.
Probably another stop. Maybe he's thinking a safety car will help. But look at Preston.
Oh, here comes Legend. Legend is going to go for it. Preston has had a poor run through the Ascari. No, Legend lifts off. Legend lifts off. That's a clever decision. He wasn't clever in Russia, and he lost the race win due to strategy. He's much clever. I was about to say he's much cleverer. That's not. He's being more clever here in Monza. Surely the race lead is his now. The inside, the outside. It's the inside for Legend Rosenberg, and the straight line speed advantage that the Aston Martin has with the DRS has soared him clear of the young Briton in P2. Kieran Spears has got past Luke Davis. The battle of the even younger Britons is going on for P number 5. Preston's not going to get the run to De La Roggia on Legend Rosenberg. He can find himself boxed in with Aaron McFall now. He needs to try and not let that happen. He has to stick behind here. Preston needs to keep with Legend, or Legend will just take this one in his stride. Legend won here in Monza last season, doing the no stopper on the intermediates. He definitely has to make a pit stop today, as those are the rules.
And yeah, he is legally bound to do a stop, as besides it would make sense to do a stop anyway. Eventually you get caught, because them stops won't last that long.
No, they will not. As much as Sergio Perez can make you believe that they last long, they won't. Now what Legend would love here is Preston and Aaron to start fighting. It's a beautiful camera angle of the McLaren now, who weaves back into line on Legend Rosenberg, a real IndyCar thing, that weaving out of line on the straight to let them go. Of course, used to be banking here, never was an IndyCar race here because that would have equaled certain death. Well, I'm sure there's some video game out there, aka Project Cars, where you can do that. It's very fun, I do recommend. But here comes Preston Brennan to go for the move. Yellow flag, that is Fragile Dark, whose race has gone from decent to horrendous to quite frankly awful, and now to hideous. Those were big words.
Yeah.
You don't only hear them in my commentary. Here comes Preston Brennan though. He's now close enough to the De La Roggia.
As that is Kyle making up a position on Bill Nowick.
Kyle's a good driver. Don't count him out on this one. Kyle's a very good driver. As there is just a huge gap in the middle of the pack, we kind of have all the front runners sort of near. The thing here is Juan Hernandez. Don't count him out. He's only 2.1 seconds off Aaron McFall.
He's going to have to push a little bit more to catch up, because with all the DRS, it just allows for them to get.
Has something happened to Ferrari or Yara Ghost? That's a different place to make a move. I think it has, because Charlie has DRS. I think something has gone on with Yara Ghost. He's back down to 9th, but he is still on the back of Charlie Goodrick. Ferrari will so badly want a good result here today, being the home of the Scuderia themselves.
I just noticed how close they are in that curb in the Ascari, because you're pushing so much, and I think if you just get the slightly wrong part on that curb, you're done for. So they're really pushing, they're looking away, and so it looks like Yara Ghost will take back the position.
Yep, here comes the Ferrari. He's gone for it. These two are not dilly-dallying, especially like the front three maybe, just holding, more of a strategy game.
A bit of a tap there.
Almost a bit of a tap there, exactly. There was definitely a tap on the exit. Definitely a tap
on entry and exit.
As Yara Ghost is going to possibly hold this one to the De La Roggia unless Charlie sends one. I don't think he will. It's definitely not a clever place to send one, although he's got close in the braking and could spin the Ferrari if he wasn't careful there. He has been careful, thankfully. Although Juan Hernandez, we said he might be catching. He's lost 0.3 of a second in this last lap. The front three being near each other and getting the slipstream, and the DRS is definitely helping. Legend has had a bit of a wobble on entry into the Ascari chicane, meaning Preston Brennan is now right on the back of the Aston Martin of the championship leader, Legend Rosenberg. No team has ever had a driver win 2 championships in a row. Aston Martin with Lewis McWilliam won last season. They could easily win this season with Legend Rosenberg if they play their cards right. But winning this Grand Prix will be the main focus. Preston Brennan is the main man who can take that off him, and he's going to go for the race lead here on lap 9 of the Italian Grand Prix. He takes the race lead. Again, no real defence from Legend. He'll sit behind for a few laps.
Yep, just a bit of rotation, but the pit stops will be coming up, and that's where time can be won and lost.
Will anyone go for an undercut here? Oh, it's Fragile Dark. Oh, that's Bill Nowick. Oh, that's a big crash for Bill Nowick. And that's a virtual safety car. Could possibly be a safety car here. It is a safety car here. That was a monumental accident for the AlphaTauri. We just cut our cameras to him very quickly. Shattered AlphaTauri sits on the straight after Lesmo 2. And now strategy is a big one. Mediums to the end, Brendan?
Yep, mediums to the end. And I'd be reminiscent of Hamilton 2009, I'd say, just losing it on the exit at Lesmo 2. Or no, Hamilton lost on the exit at Lesmo 1. This is on Lesmo 2, so kind of similar and not different at the same time.
We had a Morgan Hitchings and a Bill Nowick crash at the same time. This one screws over the medium runners a little bit.
Yeah, it does compromise them a little bit. We'll have to see now, is Legend going to try close up as much as he can to Preston in the hope that maybe, just maybe, the pit stops will allow him to jump Preston?
Here we go, we'll see. They can't overtake into the pit lane anyways, because we are under safety car conditions, as much as they would like to here in Monza. It will be a double stack for the Aston Martins of Kieran Spears.
Or he needs to get out ahead of Preston, and then, because otherwise he'll be lapped.
Yeah, he definitely does not want to go a lap down. Preston Brennan out of the pits, Legend out, Aaron out, the front three stay together.
We've got a lap car now.
Morgan Hitchings is 1 lap down, unfortunately, on lap 9. He is behind, I believe, Juan Hernandez. As Kieran Spears has got out ahead of Luke Davis, despite Aston with the double stack. Perfection from Aston Martin. The Williams gets involved here. Can she jump Kieran Spears? Yes, the Williams is up to P5 on the alternate strat. Still a pit stop needed. And Juan here has gone for the hard compound tyres. Is that that's a peculiar one, surely?
Peculiar one, but I think Juan probably thinking, I can push right to the end, and if we get another safety car a couple of laps time for that, he will have mediums to use.
Yeah,
and
that's very true. That is very true. Although everyone has a new mediums rather as we have the lobby restart.
Well, yes, true. Alright.
Evan gets a win finally. It wasn't me who made the mistake.
Alright, calm down.
Oh, almost a bit of contact with Liam Redmond and Charlie Goodrick.
You got one win, you're giving them the big one.
Yeah, that can go on my fridge as well as Norwich playing well for the first half versus Manchester United. And the one Man City win.
That doesn't change the fact Fernando did the C celebration in your stadium. As Juan is doing the weirdest tactic. Why was he going on the grass? Yarra goes 5 seconds.
Oh, he's letting Morgan through. Oh, Juan is letting Morgan Hitchings unlap himself because...
Oh yes, that is the thing.
This is the new thing.
Remember this. It's Aaron who brought this up.
It's Aaron who brought it up. You see, we sent a video to the information chat with all the drivers on how to let a lapped car through. Aaron is letting Morgan through. Look at this sportsmanship. And Morgan isn't going through, so it's a bit dumb, but Morgan is now going through. Go through, Morgan. Morgan, go through!
I think we need to message him.
Could you message Morgan saying when they go off track you can overtake them? There goes Morgan. He's through. The F4 drivers have all bonded together and will let Morgan Hitchings unlap himself. Will Legend obey?
The thing is, do they know about this though?
It depends. This really shows who actually reads the information messages the leagues provide. Yep, Legend is letting Morgan through. Morgan is through and he is going to unlap himself, and there goes Preston. Morgan has unlapped himself and will get back on the lead lap, and I am proud of the drivers for coordinating that one.
Now that is sportsmanship at its finest, as they all let the lap car through. Now see, it was unfortunate he happened to enter the pits just ahead of them, and because his pit box was at the start, he had to wait, and that's what put him behind. Oh, and
oh no way! He's just crashed.
Oh. No. No.
No way! We did all that, and then he crashes and breaks his.
No, this is.
Oh no, this is a comedy sketch.
Oh dear. We thought turn 1 would be the comedy sketch.
Oh no, the safety car was in this lap, meaning he is going to go a lap down.
Or no, he might just get out, if he's lucky, or...
I can't believe that. Oh, that was great.
I feel so sorry for him.
So do I. Borbune has picked up a 5-second penalty. But we do have to focus on the main restart now.
Honestly, he might actually just get out.
I think he could just get out, because you have to remember we are going slow here. Preston Brennan will be leading the restart ahead of Legend Rosenberg. As we go racing in Monza, what's the restart like? Legend sticks with Preston Brennan here. Here comes Legend. He's got to go for the move, surely. Down towards turn number 1. Lap 12 of 27 in Monza. Will it be Preston who leads it? Will it be Legend? It will be Preston into turn 1. Kieran Spears getting one on the Williams, who's on the alternate strat. Let's see how Juan struggles though. Kieran Spears could really get himself up with his teammate in a few moments' time if Juan struggles on the hards. That is Yara Ghost in the Ferrari who's down. The Ferrari fans' hearts sink into their lap. Legend Rosenberg can't make the move into the Della Rosia chicane on Preston Brennan. He will stick behind for the remainder of the lap, and Juan is struggling. He is really struggling. The mediums are so much quicker at this stage in the race. Slowey is also struggling. Luke Davis is looking for a move on the Williams.
See, this might be trying to help Liam out here. If Liam could slip past Luke, I'm fairly sure Chloe would let him through.
Yeah, definitely. But here comes Luke Davis. Gotta be a move into the Ascari chicane. Contact almost made. The Williams has held it around the outside. That doesn't give the best of runs through the second part of the chicane, and this will allow Luke Davis through. This will also possibly allow Liam Redmond through. The Williams doing a fantastic Sergio Perez-esque job. We have to go to the front though. Legend Rosenberg is going to be looking for the race lead, surely, on this occasion.
Parabolica here. Charlie had a look around the outside.
Oh, he's doing a fantastic bit of defending there. We just need to let our teammate through. Here comes Legend. Is it going to go for the race lead? It's action-packed here at the restart in Monza.
Oh God, we're getting ping-pong on the straight.
Ping-pong down the straight, seemingly. Oh, it's crazy. It's almost a 5 wide. Luke Davis leads. It will be the second Williams of Liam Redmond, though, who gets the job almost done. The Sergio Perez. Oh, there's a McLaren off as well. That was Charlie Goodrick. Liam Redmond tries round the outside. It's as some critics state, the future of FVR battling. Luke Davis is the winner here, but I have to say the two Williamses did well to try work that one together. Gift Bachero now is looking for the move on the other Williams, and the Williams has held around the outside through Lesmo 1. That's a difficult move, and that, I believe, is Morgan Hitchings now a lap down.
Oh, well, that's definitely more than a lap down.
There goes Kieran Spears on Juan Hernandez. He's got the move done to Ascari. Juan is struggling that much. Luke Davis and Liam Redmond will get a go. Chloe really holding up Gift here. All fair. She's now leaving a bit of a gap for her teammate. Fantastic team play from the Williams squad. One to be proud of. Still battling here. The AlphaTauri needs to try a few more tricks up his sleeve to get past that one. He has it here, surely, though, because there is no DRS for the car in front. There's no DRS for Gift either, because it's only activated this lap. There is no slipstream, however, and that allows Junior pass. But look, it is now a 1.4 second gap behind. That's Jack Redmond out of the race. He is retired from the Grand Prix. Disappointing after a good quali.
I think the race just did not go his way today.
No, I don't think so. There goes Enzo King past the Williams. The Williams' job is done, and unfortunately will fall down the field now, as it is Jake Marsh behind, and surely the Ferrari will go for the move.
I think it might be just a last holding job here, maybe. Yep, and it's already held up Jake, and see that backs Jake up into Kyle, and I'll back Kyle up into
yep, this is just let as many not as many cars catch the other Williams of Liam Redmond and try get good points here, because yes, Chloe may not get the best result now being on the alternate, as that is Enzo King soars past Kipachero. Enzo is on the softs actually. Oh, Jake's gone at Ascari, goes straight across, picks up a 3. That is poor there. He has completely missed his braking zone and has gone straight across the Ascari. Yeah, here comes Kyle. He's going to try and get a move here. It is 2 Italian cars and a Briton. As there goes, we have a lead change. Lead change in Monza. It is Legend Rosenberg who leads. It could be a podium change. Aaron McFall goes for the move. Preston Brennan has to keep on the inside. Aaron on the inside now. Aaron squeezes the McLaren.
No,
Take that
Preston
one
and
into your
Verstappen.
notebooks. Verstappen and Hamilton, that's racing at its finest. Preston Brennan has kept the position around the outside.
Look at
and
Legend trying to push. He wants to
Legend
get
has
the
8/10 of a second almost on Preston now. That has worked an absolute treat for Preston Brennan. For Legend Rosenberg, apologies.
Not a treat for Preston. Not only was he passed, but now there's a sizable gap. And he will get the benefit of DRS to try bring that gap down. But he's had to bottle a bit there.
If one driver can push out of this train, they will win the Grand Prix. That is the way it's going to go here, because they're in a train, meaning if one car doesn't have DRS, he'll get instantly swallowed up by the ones that do. Luke Davis is under pressure from Liam Redmond, and he doesn't have DRS in front. You will see the Williams possibly soar past the Alpine on the main straight. We're on lap 15 of 27, apologies. 17 of 27. Halfway through the Grand Prix, but still fantastic racing laps to go. Preston Brennan not close enough for a move on this lap, but look how that gap has come down in the last few. Liam Redmond soars past the Alpine into turn 1 and leads the battle for P6. The best of the rest, some could argue, although Kieran Spears is onto the lead train now. He is driving fantastic, and oh, is that what's gone on here? Oh no, I believe it is just Bune who has made a mistake, or no, Morgan there. He's now almost 2 laps down.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. He is almost 2 laps down. That is disappointing, but it's just unfortunately how his race has played out. Kyle Albon, oh no, Enzo King, front wing gone into the gravel trap. That is presumably race over.
Bad streak of form continues.
Oh, there's a horrible streak of form now. He was on softs, he was pushing, he was doing well, and he's made the mistake at Lesmo number 1. And is now into the wall and has lost his front wing.
Kyle now has went. Oh, and he's been with Jake.
Oh no! The 2 Ferrari cars have collided. Enzo is gone again. We have a virtual safety car. There's cars all over the track. We have a full safety car now.
And the leaders have missed the pits.
The leaders have missed the pits. 1 is in. It's all changing. It is all changing. Liam Redmond stays out. Luke Davis opts for a pit stop. Give Pachero in. Liam Redmond stays out because he doesn't want to hold up his teammate, I presume. His teammate goes into the pits now for a fresh at the softs. It's all changing. The 2 Ferrari cars have made contact. That was Kyle Albon and Jake Marsh, both thankfully still in this race for the Ferrari fans.
He has safety car though, so that does mean he won't end up just losing. He won't
end up stuck behind. This puts Juan Hernandez in a great spot. Will the leaders pit this lap? I presume, well, maybe not. Sam Davis has stayed out in the set of hards.
I think some of them were probably just a bit blindsided by it and weren't ready for it.
Liam slowed down. It's like he couldn't make his mind up. Yeah. Although I do understand he didn't want to hold up his teammate on the double stack. His teammate is now in 10th. That is a fantastic result so far for Williams. If they can hold out a P5 and a P10, that will be more points than they've scored in the entire season, I believe.
What? Juan? Oh, what the?
Oh, that's a car gone under safety car. That's Lesmo 2. That's Sam Davis has binned it under the safety car. There is the destroyed Haas. Enzo's crash was due to a controller disconnect. It just went in the middle of the first Lesmo and he soared off into the gravel.
And I tell you, that is a chance of
all the leaders in. All the leaders in.
Yeah, they're all in.
Yeah, Sam was going for 400 FVR points today. He won't get that. He's out. Oh, the 2 Astons. Oh no, Preston. Oh no, he wasn't held up, thankfully, by the other Aston, because he would have been held up by Kieran Spears. Liam Redmond, though, could take the Aston. No, he won't.
He won't gain as much as he thought.
He could get Liam Redmond. He was in front, however.
Or no. Liam's come out ahead. Has he come out ahead?
No, he hasn't. Juan is ahead. Juan will stay P5. He is, though, on a better tyre. He's on the same tyre, in fact, and everybody is on fresh softs now. There was no real gainers or losers out of that little bit of a safety car saga. Although there was one winner, and that was Liam Redmond. He has still somehow come out in 6th, and his teammate is now in 9th, due to that Sam Davis crash.
And Liam Redmond will be in a position now, I believe, if he gets, well, let's see, now he will be getting 8 points. That would be enough for him to move up to P7 in the championship. And P7 has been a place where he's figured a lot so far on P6 at the moment.
I think it's the position he has finished in most. Williams have 20 odd points. Have they? I didn't realise. They do have more points than they would score today. They would currently be scoring what I believe is 12 points.
And this will be Chloe's best chance of points this season. P9 on the soft compound tyres.
But she doesn't have fast drivers behind. There is Liam Huisman, Jake Marsh, Kyle Albert, all behind. It'll be a tricky one, but the challenge is there. Safety car won't be in this lap. We'll get another lap of racing. I believe this has to be one of the only races where you've had 2 drivers crash under the safety car.
Do you think Morgan's going to unlap himself?
He's 2 laps down. I can't see it happening if I'm honest. He's 2 laps down. He is 2 minutes and 47 seconds down on Charlie Goodrick in 14th.
Yeah, that's... it's not great for him. It's now... Juan now has his chance. He's on the soft tyres, the same as everyone else. But now there's 1 extra car in front of him. I think Legend, he's probably going to get a podium here, so he'll be able to just tip over in the championship. And just keep that solid lead he has. As he'll be looking for his first FER championship. And that would make it, I believe, 5 different championship winners in 5 seasons.
It would. It would.
Because I don't think... Well, Sam's not really going to... Isn't really in a position to win it unless the mother of all circumstances happens. Jack Redmond probably won't either, for the same reason as Sam. Lewis doesn't race anymore, and Danny... He hasn't got a main seat.
Danny definitely isn't racing. If Danny had Camber somehow comes back and wins this championship from round 8, I don't know. I think I might just sell my PlayStation at that point, give up, because that would be crazy. Morgan's picked up 3 seconds.
Well, that 3 seconds will be oh so important. And let's see, will the safety car be in this lap?
I imagine so.
I believe everyone's caught up, even Morgan, so...
Yep, everyone's up. It should be in about now. Oh, that was perfect timing. The safety car is in this lap, and ironically Morgan is at the back of the grid anyways, despite being 2 laps down. He's only a lap down now though. Only 1 lap.
Well, here we go.
This is going to be a sprint to the finish. Monza's famous for its sprint races.
Not a sprint.
It is a marathon, not a sprint. And true Parabolica, we go racing in Monza for the 3rd time. Legend Rosenberg gets a fast start. All the tyres are softs. All the drivers are eager to go. We have 7 laps of racing left in Monza. It is Aaron McFall who's looking for the move on Preston Brennan, the real early mover. Is there any other early moves? Liam Redmond has a look.
No, there's a tap there between Preston and Legend.
The 2 drivers leading seem to have made a little bit of contact. It is a Dutchman versus an Englishman in Monza. Anything could happen here. As Preston just leans on the brakes a bit more than Legend, gains a bit of time back, heading through the Della Roggia chicane. Aaron McFall still in as good a position as ever. He hasn't been higher than P3 really in this race. He's been with them the entire time. Kieran Spears could look for his best FPR result in P4. He has the mighty Juan Hernandez behind him, who's looking to claw some points in on Legend Rosenberg. If these guys stay like this, it could all get messy towards the end of the race. Oh, Preston's made a mistake! Preston's made a big mistake through Ascari. He's had to lift off to avoid running wide. Aaron McFall into the toe now. That is Liam Huisman getting the move done on Chloe in P9. Preston has managed to stick with Legend, stick in that 1 second, but he will find it difficult now. He's definitely not going to go for a move on this lap, and there's no sitting behind here. You're
VRS.
Yes.
Although the ERS situation is actually kind of similar, so it isn't too bad for him.
There is the telemetry up on the screen. Aaron's almost missed his brakes and pummeled the McLaren in front. He's going to find it difficult with Kieran Spears behind. Here he goes. Chloe gets a 3-second time penalty. The Williams is down. Oh no, the Williams is down to 14th, and that is awfully disappointing. That is awfully disappointing there. It was possibly the best shot of points this season. And that is very disappointing there. I believe Borbjorn could have been involved in that one. Oh, there's the cars everywhere. There's chaos at the Della Roggia. There's 2 Ferraris who are both going for moves and both losing positions. It is Jake Marsh and Charlie Goodrick, the 2 Britons, making contact there. Liam Redmond still a solid P6 and still chasing down Juan Hernandez. Juan is looking for the move on Kieran Spears. He's not doing half enough yet, meaning the 2 closest cars on the circuit in this train are our race leaders, Rosenberg and Brennan. Preston is slow through Ascari. That's Liam Redmond out. It's a horror lap for Williams Racing, and we have a safety car. It is a horror lap for Williams Racing, and we have a safety car as the Williams who spun earlier passes the Williams who is now out of the race. Legend with the dummy. The mind games are on. If you have front wing damage, it's well worth the pit stop. In goes Jake Marsh. Oh, but he's sped.
Well, he can serve that again, I'd say. It will only result in him losing a place. So.
Though he stays out. Thought there might have been a pit stop there. But we now will have an even shorter sprint to the finish with another few laps under safety car.
Yep, the tyres will get a bit of a break before being pushed to their absolute limits.
It was the Ferrari of Liam Hoosman and the Williams of Chloe Lennon. That's what happened at the turn 1 chicane there. Jake Marsh has to use a button as his brake pedal. Oh, Kieran Spears has picked up a 5 seconds. Oh, that's awfully disappointing.
Borbjorn as well with a penalty.
Borbjorn is a few 5 seconds.
I have to check now if Chloe got 5 seconds with that.
Honestly, if I had 5 seconds at this point, I'd come into the pits and serve it. You may as well. You're going to lose that much. Except you're Kieran Spears, obviously. You may as well drive.
Made a wise choice. He has selected medium, so he can go in and select soft starter, just that little bit fresher.
Yeah, Jake is definitely looking. Jake, are you listening to us here in the pit box, in the commentary broadcast centre, Jake? In the pit box. How did I mess up?
He just has
big brain.
Thought about it and decided to make an intelligent choice. There's not that much behind it.
Yep, he's not even catching up because he does want to make that other pit stop. He does want to box and serve the 5 seconds, which is clever because he'll gain a lot from it. Morgan is trying to unlap himself once again. Don't think it's going to work this time though, because Borbjorn isn't letting him through his teammate, so Morgan has decided, I'll take a trip to the gravel and lose another spot. Morgan, if you run along the outside here, I reckon in comes Chloe. Yep, in comes Chloe. In comes Jake. Both gotta get a little bit fresher tyres. They lose no positions. It's well worth the decision. It is well worth it. Is there gonna be a wing change involved? That is a wing change for the Williams.
And don't lose that much. Or maybe, let's see, will the Ferrari get out ahead of Williams? Yes, it will.
No, will not.
Oh no.
I have to say that's clever from the Williams, because now they didn't have to do that lap on the set of softs. They'd be fresh, meaning they're even fresher now for the end of the race. That was clever. That's clever driving from both these guys. Well, he's Garland and Gar in P12 and P13. But the same car surely will be in this lap.
Surely. Let's see now. We don't have to see. Is anyone going to put a surprise? Maybe see Aaron. He's been sitting in P3. He's practically he may as well have made a reservation for the P3 slot in Parc Ferme, because he's been there all race.
Yeah.
Maybe he might want to change his reservation.
Safe go over this lap. We will have 24, 25, 26 and 27 of racing.
We're going to see a couple of we see some people take a bit of a gamble.
They have to. It's this late in the race. Sir Lewis Hamilton, 7-time Formula 1 champion, said it is not a it is a marathon, not a sprint. You did. But Lewis, unfortunately, I will have to correct you. This is most definitely a sprint race to the finish. 4 laps to go. Rosenberg leads away on the restart. The Dutchman who leads the championship. We go racing in Monza. He's caught out Brennan a little bit. It's a fantastic restart for the Aston Martin. Someone's gone already, I believe.
No, they just went a bit wide.
I think that was Morgan. I think that's just Morgan trying to unlap himself. Yeah, it was. Oh no, I don't have a clue what's gone on there. But we go racing. Brennan's made contact. He's hit Rosenberg in front.
At the back of Luke. He's just broke way too late. Oh,
it seems to be carnage at the chicane here. But Preston Brennan definitely made contact with his competitor in front. If that McLaren has wing damage, what an awful time he will be having. Borbune finds himself up into the point. He somehow snuck his way through. And here comes Gift Fitzgerald down the inside of Charlie Goodrick. It doesn't work for him. It definitely doesn't work. That was a fantastic move. If it pulled off, it didn't. He has to stick behind. Aaron McFall has been sticking behind all race. He continues to do so, not pushing overly much to get a move.
Kyle sounded like some people through. He probably has a bit of damage from that incident.
But have a look now at the Alfa front wing. There's an end plate missing. There is an end plate missing. The Williams is still on the fringe of the points.
Let them through. Good sportsmanship from Kyle.
Yeah, great from Kyle. Really good sportsmanship. Great driver overall, but he's just made that mistake there. He will let them through. Morgan is gone at the Della Roggia. Preston Brennan has stuck within the 1 second in the slipstream, heading down towards lap 25 of the main straight in Monza.
Oh, it's anyone's game now. One little slip up could mean someone we don't expect wins this race.
Here he goes. Legend looking for his 10th win. Preston looking for his 2nd. He won in Imola. Can he do an Italian double? The Italian job, as the movie will suggest. Can he win?
Fastest lap does belong to Charlie at the moment, but will we see some fastest laps on these set of softs? Because Kyle and Jake are in the pits, so no points finish for them.
No, definitely no points finish for them.
A chance of points here if she can just stay with Borbune around 2 seconds.
Oh, Aaron's made a mistake. Aaron has made a bit of a mistake. He's kept it there, but Aaron has made a bit of a mistake. We have just over 2 laps remaining in Monza. Preston has to go for it soon, or it could be too late. It is an Italian classic. We expect nothing less in FVR. Kieran Spears could still look to get himself involved because he is racing on the time race. He needs to just pull as much seconds as he can on cars behind and hope they all falter.
He's on the end of this train, pretty much.
Oh, yellow flag. It's Kyle Albert who has gone there. It is Kyle Albert. We have a yellow flag in Sector 2. Preston Brennan is not close enough for a move just yet. It will be the last lap. He gets it. It's very late braking into the turn 1 chicane.
Legend's got more than enough to pull away.
Legend has more, he needs to start using it, but Preston has that precious DRS and that precious slipstream. Battery is not the end all and be all here in Monza, but just look at this. Kieran Spears is closer to Aaron and Preston is the Legend. Keep an eye on Kieran Spears. These guys will all be going for moves on the lap. Preston's made a mistake. He's out of a second. He is out of a second, and that could be the moment he loses the Italian Grand Prix. He needs to push. He needs to get within that 1 second, or else it is bish bash bosh. All done. He needs to get in it now. Preston Brennan, he's on the fringe of it. He is so close.
Have it. Aaron's going to be at him.
Aaron is going to be at him. Preston, you need to send this through Ascari and just hope to God that McLaren sticks on the circuit. He has sent it. He's pushing. He's pushing a lot. Is he in it? He's not in it. He is not in it, and that is surely the Italian Grand Prix done. Keep an eye on the time as we go through the activation zone.
But he's not
It's
in
not
with the
it. He's not in it. Legend has not given Preston DRS, meaning he will now surely come home to take his 10th Formula Virtual Race win. Aaron will be pushing for this second place. Preston Brennan has lost it. He's been so cool all day. Here he goes. He defends Aaron to the outside. Preston to the inside. Late on the brakes into the first chicane of the Rettifilio. They make contact. Kieran Spears could make an Aston 1-2 here, but they've made even more contact. Aaron pushing Preston. Kieran Spears on the outside. Round the outside. This is a fantastic move. If it pulls off, he's going to try both of them into the Della Rosia chicane. Late on the brakes goes Kieran Spears. 4th spot. Aaron's jumped over it. Oh, dirty defending there, but Aaron's jumped over it. And Preston Brennan will tuck into third. Aaron McFall will take second. Kieran Spears, of course, has that 5 seconds. There's plenty of battling. Chloe's at the points. It should be enough for the Williams, but Kieran Spears could still find a way past Preston Brennan. If he can get that 5 seconds removed, remember, he will find his way on the podium. Preston's pushing Aaron through Ascari. Legend has the race sorted out, but Preston's across the grass. Preston's across the grass. Juan could do with the points here. We're side by side down the Parabolica. We have to keep with this battle. It's crucial for the championship. Juan Hernandez has taken it. His 10th Formula Virtual Racing win, the most of anyone. Legend Rosenberg wins in Monza. Aaron McFall takes second. Kieran Spears will be on the podium provisionally, but it will be Juan who takes that. Preston Brennan, Charlie Goodrick, Luke Davis, Giff Pachero, Liam Weisman, and I believe that will be points for the Williams. It is points for the Williams, and Williams have taken a solitary point here in Monza. What a Grand Prix. What an end to a Grand Prix that was. Monza, you have been fantastic.
Out. To cap off what has not been the best Grand Prix, Kyle will be our last finisher in P13. And I have to say, that was a brilliant end
What a Grand Prix.
As we had some brilliant racing, although Aaron was a bit lucky enough to keep that place. You'd have to wonder if that'll be reported for basically gaining advantage by going off track.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Kieran Spears went for it. Seemed Kieran can get that penalty removed as well.
So who knows who plays where? It's going to be a bit.
Kieran has a 3 seconds anyway, so he will fall off the podium.
And be a gamble. You nearly want to take bets on it to see who, or take a big gamble, put a bit of money on to see who will end up where. And it might be an opportune time because I believe is it Monaco next week.
It is Monaco next week. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
And for all the drivers who do race in the biggest F1 league, PSGL, that is also Monaco, so they will have extra practice. Legend Rosenberg wins the Italian Grand Prix in Monza. Aaron McFall in second. Juan Hernandez finishes in third. However, we have to wait and see after the race results. Preston Brennan, after what looked like he could take the win, he falls off the podium in 4th. Charlie Goodrick 5th, Luke Davis 6th, Giff Pachero 7th, Kieran Spears in 8th, Liam Hoosman in 9th, and Clyde Lennon picks up first points of the season in 10th. Borbune in 11th, Kyle Albert in 12th, Jake Marsh 13th, and Fragile Dark in 14th. The non-finishers of the Italian Grand Prix were Liam Redmond, Sam Davis, Enzo King, Jack Redmond, Bill Nowick, and Adrian Teisch. Brendan, do you have someone for the Beale Wood Safety Award?
Let me think. I have to think. I'll give it to, I suppose, Legend, because he was extremely well kept clean, and he had the move stick when he could, so I have to say, perfectly executed race for him.
Yeah, well, that is all we do have time for. We'll catch you next week in Monza. It will be Monza. We just did Monza. We'll catch you in Monaco. Monza on my mind. That is a new song, definitely. But thank you all for watching. We will see you next week in Monaco. Stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.